Are cryptos on the verge of a huge move in the month of February? In this video, that's what we're going to cover. I've uncovered some things on the charts that I didn't notice before, and we're going to crack into those things in this video. So if you're new here, subscribe to the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. We're going to be covering Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance, the dollar, but getting into a couple of charts that we covered about this time last year, maybe 18 months ago, where we were calling the bottom on Bitcoin at 17K in November of 2022. These are going to be the charts that I'm going to go back over to see, all right, where are we at right now in the cycle, and go back to the past charts we used now going forward to uncover the market direction here in the future. Starting off with it, we got the dollar right now, and we are on the 12-hour chart. We have that momentum coming up. We are above that 200 moving average. It looks like we're pressing up in the dollar, but what would be a mega bullish thing is if the dollar goes up, but cryptos maintain pretty steady, that they don't experience a drastic drop from the dollar going up. If cryptos can maintain steady in price as the dollar is popping up here, fall of the dollar is just going to be rocket fuel for these crypto prices. So it does look like we have a gap up here around 106.4 for the dollar. We might be heading up to fill that. But once we roll over, if crypto's prices have maintained stable at that point, that's going to be the rocket fuel to take us to the next level in this bull market. So that's what I'm watching as far as the dollar goes. Right now, the direction is to the upside for the dollar. 12-hour chart, TSI is above the zero line. You go to the daily chart, it's above that zero line. And we're crossing up right on that 50 line. So dollar direction is up at the moment. But if we can maintain steady in the crypto prices, once it starts to roll over, it's just going to be that rocket fuel. Going to Bitcoin dominance, I noticed something. So on the daily chart, every time we have this TSI kind of cross down and roll over, like back here, January 8th, let me mark these points. So we had January 8th right there. And then we had December 7th. Then we had back here, October 30th. Each single time that's happened, and let me hide some of the stuff here, we've seen a rollover in Bitcoin dominance, rollover in Bitcoin dominance, rollover in Bitcoin dominance. And if you were to match up those dates to the altcoin, so October 30th. So right here, October 30th, we started to shoot up crazy with altcoins. And then we go back to the next date, December 7th. We go to the altcoins. December 7th was right here, right before another big move in the altcoins. Then we go to, I think it was January 8th. Now we go to the altcoins. January 8th was right here. After that dip, we found our bottom, had a nice move back up for a retracement for the altcoin. So when Bitcoin dominance rolls over on that 1-day chart with the TSI, and we're close to doing it right now, not quite there yet, but we have all the cards lined up for it to happen any moment. Once we see that red line kind of curl down hard like that, we could go on a limb and say, hey, altcoins are going to get ready for a big pump. So that's what I'll be watching on Bitcoin dominance, the 1-day chart with the TSI cross down. Then if we look at the others dominance, it's actually coinciding with this trend line right now. So we've been holding this trend line as support this whole ride up since August of 2023, holding that support. And it's no kidding that these dates, the January 8th, the December 7th, the October 30th, where we found these bounces here was when the Bitcoin dominance was rolling over here. So us being so close to this trend line support from back in August of last year, and if you remember for all the past videos, this horizontal kind of yellow zone being such a key level since back in 2017 of resistance, support. It's looking like the odds of seeing a bounce are greater with multiple confluences that we're seeing there. So that's what I'm watching for us to maintain above that critical kind of yellow zone here and the others dominance, and for Bitcoin dominance to roll over on that 1-day chart, and then for cryptos to maintain steady during this dollar uptrend. Because if all those stars align, then we could say that altcoins are getting ready for a massive move. And to put fuel on the fire, we'll know when the next big move for all of crypto is going to happen when we see another meltdown in this chart. This is a chart we were looking at back in November 2022 to say that the market bottom was in. And when we see this chart roll over, it's the USDT and USDC market caps against all of crypto's market cap. When we see this roll over, money's flowing from the stable coins into the cryptos. And that's where we see big moves. Like back here, we saw a meltdown in the chart, October 22nd, this whole time. And then when we found our reversal here, it was like basically the start of January, where we found our bottom, kind of went sideways, popped up, and it's been a pretty slow month. And that's because this chart, once we see another rollover moment like back here, that's when we can say, hey, it's time to get greasy as ever, because we're just going to head into another up only period across the board for crypto. So this is what we're going to be watching. But there's caution though. When you see this pop up, that's when you're seeing some blood in crypto. So we can use this as a gauge to seeing when a big correction is going to come, and also to see when a big pump is going to come. So this is the main chart I'll be using for that. And right now, the 12-hour stock RSI is rolling over. The TSI is right above that zero line. If we can see this cross below the zero line like that and melt down, we could be at the start of something special here. But we're maintaining vigilant, because if we pop up, hold above this 12-hour 200 MA, and then start to see us cross above the zero line, then a dump could be coming. So we're at this kind of point where we're about to see whether a big pump or a dump is coming in the month of February for crypto. Then looking at the total crypto market cap against the US NAS 100, I was able to kind of take the fractal patterns from these void lines here with the color, where we see our sideways accumulation, this purple and red come in, this purple and red. That's the beginning of our bull market, or us outperforming the US NAS 100. Usually you see it around right before we break down to hit our bottom. We don't have the data back here, but usually you see it then. So it's really calling the big change of the market structure. You have your bottom right before a parabolic move to our top, to our bottom, and also right before our parabolic move to our top, kind of bottom-ish. Yeah, our bottom, because the red and the orange, bottom. And then we kind of go sideways. And then once we head into that red and orange again, that's when we start our parabolic move. Right now, we've moved past the blue into the purple, and we're about to start the red and orange again, And as you can see here, that's right before a massive move in us outperforming the US NAS 100. I took the fractals from back in 2016 to 2018 bull market, and the one from 2020 to 2021. I matched it up to be kind of where we're at in time in comparison to the past, and have identified some dates where there's key turning points. So March 25th of this year should be the start of the next big acceleration in this market, where then June comes around, we start to get a little weary. It could be an acceleration of the trend upwards, or it could be a local top before coming back down. Then we go sideways, upwards drift until October later this year, where we could see a top come in until we kind of go sideways to end out the year. And then once quarter one hits in 2025, it's super parabolic. And then it's a matter of 3 to 6 months before hitting our ultimate top, after going absolutely crazy in prices. So that was something I was matching up based off of the past in 2016 to 2018 and 2020 to 2021. There's multiple scenarios. One of the scenarios, this was the 2020 to 2021 bull market, where we actually find our bull market top in October of this year. And then the other scenario is comparing it to 2016 to 2018, we would find our bull market top late 2025. So that's what I'm seeing as far as potential. When is this crypto bull run going to end? And we're sitting at a time where in 12 months this could be over with. So now's the time to maximize it and buckle in and get ready. So total crypto market cap, weekly chart, we have no sell now yet, and we have the micro fib forecaster levels. We have the 786 here at 1.725 trillion. And then we have our medium 786 right here at 1.1. So now we're having more fibs pointed to the upside versus the downside. So it's looking like it's swaying for another move up, maybe to the 786 before rolling over, or we could press up through it. And then the next level would be going up to 2 to 2.2 trillion. That's if we take these previous highs out. But until we have a weekly candle body close above that 1.62 trillion level, we can't get too excited yet. We got to be on edge. But it does look like, we have this trend line coming up here. We broke down from it, got bought up, body of the candle maintained above. So I really want to see us hold tight and really see a move in the next week or two to break through that $1.62 trillion level with a candle body close. Because the more time we spend below it, the likelier that we're going to break down. So then looking at the altcoin market cap, looking at the void line colors here. So look how when we enter that red to orange period, it's the calm before a big move. Red to orange period, it was right before we rallied up. And then we had our purple to red period is right before we make a market decision move. and then bang, we had it. And then we had another purple to red, bang, acceleration of the trend. Right now we're at another purple to red, and it's about to decide if it's going to have another acceleration of the trend or a reversal before having the purple and red come in again, and then likely coming up like that. So we're at that critical moment. And then I took this pattern right here. So I took the previous kind of pump up like that, and then I stretched it out to match it up. And it kind of looks like, you know, we could be in for one more wave here, because look how that's matching up to a T. You know, all these patterns are the same thing, just repeating constantly over and over. And this is the first wave, in my opinion, the second wave, and then maybe one more high before rolling over in a bigger way. But I mean, it's matching up pretty much to a T here. So right now it's saying, hey, that could be the start of a press up, or it could invert and could be the start of a correction down before going. So either way, it's going to come down like this week, come down like that, and then go, or it's about to press up like that. So that's the altcoin market cap. And that kind of coincides with what I was covering with Bitcoin dominance, others dominance, and everything like that as well too. Then looking at Bitcoin to end it off, we did on the 1-day chart get a short exit right at this bottom here at 40K, 39. When we hit the 39K level, we got a short exit here. Look into the past, when we see the short exit or long entry come in on the 1-day chart with the 7G Stargate indicator, usually we don't go much lower than that point. So called the bottom in 2023 in March, in May, and then in August. And right now we got another one, that short exit. And then look into past times, short exit back here in January 2021, we went up, there was a bottom, long entry back here, COVID crash, bottom here in the May kind of mid bull market crash, close to a bottom, went a little lower here. And then back here in 2022, January, you know, we went lower, but it called the bottom here, and then we ranged for months. So it looks like this could be a potential bottom that we set around the 39, 38K level. But as long as we're holding above 43K, we're in the clear. If we start breaking 42K, I would say our last hope is 40K before kind of putting the nail in the coffin, saying that we're probably going to go lower before going higher. So that's going to be it, guys. That's a market update for today. A little different, covering more macro charts, kind of getting a better clarity to the way forward of this market the rest of this year. But that's what I'm looking for all those key things. I'll be in the Discord if anything changes and keep you guys updated. So join the Discord, link is in the bio, and I'll see you guys in the next video.